Welcome to the Aspiring Authors Lab. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful day and taking time out of your busy schedule to invest in yourself. For some of you, it may have been a long day, but you're here and you won't be disappointed. Now, let me ask you a few questions. Have you been thinking about writing a book, but there seems to be something that hinders you from getting started? You keep talking about your book, and it's been years, and you even have a title. Is that you? What is taking you so long to get started? Well, I'm going to talk about some things that people face to overcome those and other initial issues. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, and I'm an inspirational book coach, international speaker, author, and entrepreneur. I help aspiring authors to write and package their first successful book. After you do it one time, it is easy to repeat the same steps. After writing many successful books, people always ask me, Gertrude, how do I write my book? So I decided to teach those who have a story to tell. And I believe everyone has a story that can be of great value to others. Everyone has knowledge that is worth sharing with others to solve a problem or avoid a situation. I will be discussing solutions to some of the problems aspiring authors may face. Now, let me share with you some tips that will shift your thinking. So, grab something to take notes with so you can remember. Let me ask you this. Did you know that the hand is a digital recorder for the mind? I just wanted to share that bit of information with you. You know, whatever we write down is what we'll remember. Whatever we write down, we'll remember it because we'll go back and we'll look at it. And it does something, it when you write something down, it helps you to remember better. So I just want to share that with you. So, are you ready? Well, let's dive right in. Tip number 1, lack of confidence. Say this with me. My service will produce results. Say it again, this time with boldness. My service will produce results. You have to believe in self-worth, in your self-worth, okay? Believe in yourself. Focus on you delivering value to your audience to bring transformation into their lives. You might ask yourself, what value do I bring to the table? This is what I say. I am the table. And you're not being arrogant. You just know your self-worth. And that's how you should feel about your expertise. You know more than you think you know. Tip number 2, fear of selling. Concentrate on serving people. Serve people, helping them to develop their resources. Simple, say this with me. I am a resource that helps your audience, whatever your audience does, is, whoever your niche audience is, that's what you say. Let me give you an example. I am a resource that help aspiring authors write their first successful book. That's what you say. And you keep saying it until you believe it. We don't push products. We solve problems. You see, people get in the way of themselves. They're trying to push products, but you have to solve problems. Let me see how that quote goes. If you help a lot of people get what they want, you'll eventually get what you want. And I know I'm not saying this, how it is. I'm just saying what I remember. If you help enough people, get what they want, you'll have what you need. You'll have what you want. Okay? So we are problem solvers. And we concentrate on solving problems and not pushing products. We don't push products. We simply solve problems. We don't push products, we solve problems. And how you solve a problem? You answer the questions your audience is asking, and you offer the products that furthers their investment in developing their resources. Okay? That help them go from step to step to step, from not necessarily small step, but let me put it this way, from level to level to level. Okay? You and I both have to invest in ourselves. Or you'll be teaching or writing the same thing year in and year out. It's a progression. You don't stay in the same place. You continue to go deeper and deeper. What you may have learned this year and you understand this year, you're writing about this year at this particular level is not what you're going to be doing. I won't, because people are different, okay? And I'm not going to say from year to year to year. It may be months, it may be whatever, okay? But there has to be some type of progression in you. Because if we're talking about audience, we're talking about people, we're talking about their lives, we cannot stay at the same place, okay? We have to take our audience, our niche audience, in deeper dives to open up more and more information for those who are progressing, okay? Those who are progressing. Answer the question your audience is asking and offer the products that furthers their investment in developing their resources. People must be ready to invest in their future. That's another thing. And we're going to talk more about this, later on in some other teachings about, the ones who will, they're ready to invest in themselves. And like I always do, I invest in myself because I don't want to stay in the same place. I have an audience. I have an audience that's dependent on me to teach them more, to take them into deeper dives. And you have to realize that. So I invest in my future. So don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated with any of this. But always remember this. Always work with the ready and willing. Always work, because if not, you'll be burned out. There's some people that they're not ready to invest in themselves. All they want is something on the surface. All they want is free, free, free. And free will only take you to the surface. It'll only take you to the surface. Tip number 3. Not having support. Accept the fact that not everyone will be drawn to you and what you have to offer. Not everybody's going to be drawn to you. And that's including family and friends. Okay? That's including family or friends. Don't waste all your time, with your family and friends in that respect. Maybe there's some of them that will. Okay? But don't waste all your time and think that you have a gold mine right there. No. There's 7.7 billion people in this world. Okay? There's a big ground out there, a big marketplace out there. But there is, let me tell you, an ideal audience waiting for you. They're waiting for your knowledge and your expertise. Do your homework and connect with your ideal audience. And your ideal audience is those whose language you speak. And I'm not talking about, the language that we speak, like English or Spanish or Italian. I'm not talking about that. I mean the industry where your expertise lies, That's your niche. That's your niche audience. So connect with your ideal audience. The people who are looking for information in that industry to complete whatever they need to complete, to solve whatever needs to be solved from the information that you are providing. That's what we're talking about here. And I want to encourage you. You know some things. And there are people who are ready to pay you for your knowledge and pay you right now. So that's why you can't be frustrated and waiting on people. You got to keep on. You got to move. You got to progress. And always work with the ready and the willing. Okay? Don't let them, the ones who just playing games, the ones who are not serious, you hate to say it, but they're not ready. And they waste your time. And that's another thing. You should not allow anybody to waste your time. Your time is valuable. You can't get that time back. They're ready to pay you right now for your knowledge. How about that? That should be an inspiration for your soul. Knowing that somebody somewhere, and you have to do your homework and connect with your ideal audience, and they're waiting for you right now. Tip number 4, not knowing where to begin. That is why you are listening to this video, because writing a book is more than just writing words. Your writing must make sense and it must flow. Besides that, following the blueprint brings discipline. And these are some things that you're going to hear, because these are some things that I'm going to teach on. I'm going to teach on. Just like I'm here serving my audience, you must also serve your audience. You begin with your audience, the people you will be sharing your expert message with. Those who are asking the questions that you can solve. You are not writing to everybody, but you are writing to a particular group. So be authentic. Be authentic. Everyone has a message that's specifically for them, for their audience, for them to deliver to their audience. Let me put it that way. So it's no time to look around and compare yourself to, this one or that one. Maybe she has this message, he has that one. There's no time for that. Just be your authentic self. And stick to what you know, your expertise. Tip number 5, lack of focus. There are many distractions, but we're going to focus on distraction through disorganization. Organize your notes before you even start writing. Make sure that you jot down only the notes that are pertinent to the book that you're intending to write right now. This particular book that you're intending to write. Okay? Now, it's not saying, you should discount the other notes. You save the other notes for future writings. Okay? Many great ideas may be coming, real fast. So always have a notebook and pen ready, or dictate the notes into your phone or your tablet or wherever you may be. Okay? But organize yourself. Organize those notes so you don't get, trying to figure out and, getting discouraged, getting frustrated. Now, these are some of the problems that aspiring authors, they may face. And it'd be things like that may not necessarily be important to another person, but some people, that's very important to them. It's very important to them. So in this Aspiring Authors Lab, we're going to be talking about many, many, many more things, okay? Many things. There's something in this lab for everyone. So, as aspiring authors, I hope that I have brought some value into your life. Feel free to share this video with your friends or, your co-workers or whoever it is that, could be a benefit to them. Something that will benefit them from the advice that, has been shared on this video and the other videos. And at this time, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule and for joining me today. It was a pleasure. And join me for another broadcast of the Aspiring Authors Lab. I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman. Remember, this is your time, this is your season, this is your turning point. Have a great rest of the day.